Welcome to secret video number 1. I promised you guys 2 videos today, so this is number 2. I was going to wait on this, but I have to talk about Uncharted: Drake's Fortune.
All we wanna do is eat your brains. We're not unreasonable. I mean, no one's gonna eat your eyes.
My God, that game was absolutely phenomenal. I mean, I understand why it got all the acclaim it's got so far. I would rank it a 10. The story's phenomenal, the voice acting is great, they did full motion capture, I loved watching the behind the scenes extras, and my God, could they keep that story rolling. I did not see the twist coming at all, and there were a few. I'm not going to put any spoilers in this video, but this is going to be a little shorter video, so let's just get right into this. Now, when I first started the game, I had a vague idea. Okay, I play as a supposed descendant of Sir Francis Drake. I'm hunting for treasure, and people tried to take it from me, so I killed them. Okay, and I thought it was no deeper than that, but hey, it sounds like a fun concept, and yeah, I can get into that. When I first played it, I was a little bit right. Yeah, you start off, you find the frickin' coffin, and pirates try to steal it, except that there was no one in the coffin. This, of course, leads into the entire game. The battle scenes just get more and more intense and involving. I can't tell you how many times I got killed by making a stupid move like standing up inside of a sniper range or not finding adequate cover for grenade launchers. Note to you all, a crumbly little rock wall does not cover make. Can't tell you how many times I fell for that one. But the villains in it are just absolutely evil to the core, and the twists toward the end, when you get into the island and all that stuff, and you find the hunt really involving now, and you can't get out of it. Whew, man. But I have to lay this down. I've not yet played it on the crushing difficulty. I've gotten all the other trophies for the game, and I consider that an achievement because the storyline just... Oh, I can't wait to play it on crushing, despite the fact that there were a few parts that I hated having to play. Note the bunker scene I already mentioned. Again, I don't want to spoil the twist for you by telling you what the hell I'm doing down there, but wow, that was hard, and I can only imagine how it's going to be on crushing. But I feel like the final boss battle will be a little bit easier because it's really more of a pattern-driven thing as opposed to an all-out fight. There's a scene right before the final battle that'll probably be intense as all hell because you're fighting through a swarm of guys, typical gunfighting, and, you know, at this point you're probably running low on ammo, so you have to go out of cover to grab people's ammo as they drop it, or else you're screwed. I have to give credit to the animators. They went all out on this. Watching how they did the texture mapping and the different water and lighting effects, my God, you felt like you were actually in the jungle, in the temple, in whatever area you were in. They nailed it. And they were great, and I think they hit their mark. And they said they didn't want to do a normal, dark, dank, disgusting, black, shoot 'em up where you had, you know, aliens and shit. So they hit that nail right on the head. And they put in a real story-driven game that made you want to keep playing, even if you fell off a cliff 10 times trying to make a jump that you knew you couldn't make, only to find out later that there was a ledge to the side you could have just grabbed on. Yeah, that's me. I love the fact they threw in stealth kills for you, a bunch of different weapons you can use. The fact that you can change weapons on the fly as you start to run low on ammo. I can't tell you how awesome it is to have a good revolver in the game. One-hit kill. Nice stuff. I'm not in love with the grenades. Having played the multiplayer beta for number 2, it's just so annoying using the 6-axis controller. The 6-axis controller just doesn't work right. You have to tilt and aim, and by the time you aim the freaking grenade and go to throw it, you're dead. So I prefer just the L2 mapping in the second game, where you can just huck a grenade without looking wherever you're aiming, or you can bring up the arc and just move your joystick to throw the grenade, and it launches automatically. Much easier. So I wouldn't use grenades too much except where it's absolutely necessary. But I have to throw a special shout out to the voice acting, because my God, they nailed it. And watching the motion capture scenes from behind the scenes videos, the guys, they got to play all the parts. If they ever make a live action movie of this, which I think it lends itself well to that, just use the actors from the game, because they look the parts. Emily Rose, by the way, very hot. who plays Elena, is absolutely phenomenal. She's got the perfect voice for the part. She's got the perfect look for the part. She looks just like Elena, except a little bit more hair, and slightly more blonde. Nolan North, who played Drake, was phenomenal. I mean, if he grows out a little scruff, he'll be perfect. The guy who played Victor Sullivan, I forget his name, Richard McGonigal, I think it was, something like that. He has the perfect voice for that role. That you couldn't imagine any other voice in the role of Sully. But all he would have to do is grow a mustache. The only thing that was a little weird is I think they had an Asian dude playing Eddie Raja who was supposed to be like this Hispanic mercenary. And that was a little bit odd, but the voice is perfect, so I'd cast him anyway and just make a licensing move there. The guy that had to play Navarro was perfect for the role. If the guy who played Roman just cuts his hair, he's perfect for the role, so I'm looking forward to it. All in all, I give the game a 10 out of 10. I highly recommend everyone play it, and I'm hoping the second game, story-wise, is as good or better than the first, because if it is, I don't care if they don't fix any of the gameplay glitches, which there aren't that many, from the first one, because I would play it in a heartbeat. And as soon as my brother's game comes back from his friend's house, I'll be playing it. So, this was your special second video for today. Make sure you check back next week, where I'll either be putting up that special video I told you about in the last video from today, or I'll be talking about a review of another game I played just to buy the time, because I don't feel like getting into any of the big topics I have yet on the list, so catch you all on the flip side.